I would like to begin this video by apologizing for not having any content since mid-July. I'm John Berry, and welcome to my July 31st, 2019 channel update video. So as I said, I am apologizing for not having any content out. I'm kind of apologizing to myself and to you, those who watch my content regularly. And I think you guys deserve an explanation why. The first reason I would like to give is I was out of town. While I planned for that and create some content in advance, I really did not plan for when I got back. I was kind of expecting to take maybe 1-2 video break and then get back in the swing of things with the book club, but it fell through. And there's a reason why. One is got busy when I got back doing stuff, but that's probably not the main reason. The main reason was I was just lacking the motivation to create the videos. And so now I'm back into it. The book club will be coming out, and I got some other content ideas coming up. But for the book club, this Friday, so that will be, I should have wrote this down, the 2nd, so August 2nd, I will be doing the book club. We're going to be covering 4 chapters, so chapters 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is just to help us catch up. And then for the next few weeks till college starts for me for the fall semester, we're going to be doing 3 chapters each of those weeks. And then we're going to be going back to 2 chapters when college starts for me the fall semester. So that's how it's going to go. So if you're reading along, I know I'm not giving you much time, but try to read chapter 7, 8, 9, and 10 for Friday. And if you haven't read 1 through 6, if you would like to read along, please feel free to do so. It shouldn't take long to catch up because we're fairly early on in the book. Because it's the first one, Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron by Michael A. Stackpole, just as a reminder. So, upcoming content. I got some ideas. So if you remember back to October of 2018, if you were with me then watching my videos, I did a video where I sorted DuckTales 2017 characters into what I thought would be the most appropriate Hogwarts houses. Well, we've seen a lot of character development since then, and new characters being introduced. And with I think it's either the rest of season 2 or season 3. I'm confused on the numbering. But I think it's going to be season 3, if I got everything correct. But when new episodes are going to be coming out again soon, so I'm planning on, within the next 2-3 weeks, to do a video where I'm going to be revamping that original one with new characters, and some characters might see some house changes. It all remains to be seen, but I'm going to be revamping that video, so a version 2, if you will, and I'm also going to be expanding that into an entire series. I got a couple of ideas of franchises I want to cover. Phineas and Ferb, Modern Murphy's Law, Star Wars, Star Trek. And if you have other franchises you would like to suggest, feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments section of this video. In fact, you even suggest if you have an idea of one character you think would be a good match for a certain house from any franchise, will help spark some ideas, and hopefully I'll be able to get one of those videos out a week. I would really love to be able to do that. And I got some ideas already, but I would love to hear the feedback from you. So, suggestions for that, of course, as I said, is welcome. But I'm also willing to take suggestions for really any kind of content. Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, Disney. I really am willing to take any kind of suggestion, within reason, of course. So feel free to leave your suggestions for content. While I do have a lot of ideas, sometimes you just need sometimes you may come across a good idea you would have never thought of without a suggestion. And if you do suggest a video, I will be sure to acknowledge that somehow. How I'm going to do it, not quite sure, but I will acknowledge your suggestions. And I also would like to talk about live streaming. I don't live stream too much, but I would like to live stream more, like once a week. But do you think I should live stream on YouTube or on Twitch? I have a Twitch set up. It's been ages since I've actually used it. But should I devote my live streaming to there, or should I do it here on YouTube? I'm honestly not too sure. I feel like YouTube would be the better platform for engaging with the audience, but at the same time, it would be kind of nice maybe to keep my, no, to have one form of content on one channel or another on a different channel, if you will. No, content, live stream on Twitch, maybe re-upload to YouTube. I don't know. I would like to hear your suggestions, though. Another thing, I wish you to talk about my other channel, Johnson Berry. Some of you may have heard, but you may have even seen the link for it in the description. But on that content, I do more academic-related stuff, if you will. You find a lot of my video projects I've done for school on there. Both high school and college, you can see that stuff. I did a video project with 7th to 8th grade, and I don't have it anymore. Like, I literally don't have it anymore, so I can't even share it with you. Actually, I think I did 2 of those, and I would love if I could find them again somehow and upload them, but I don't think I ever will. But yeah, so I'm trying to do more on that channel, a lot more maybe educational, or should I say edutainment wise. I'm gonna be doing a video hopefully on there soon about Union Pacific number 4014, also known as Big Boy. It's gonna be an informative / vlog video. It's gonna be coming out soon, I hope, 2 weeks at the most. Gotta do some editing on it, get pictures, do some research so I got my information correct, and I would love to do that video, and it should be coming out within 2 weeks. And then also, I've talked about doing on this channel a while back about doing a video playing Hearts of Iron 4, which is a grand strategy game set during the World War II era. But I'm actually thinking of doing it on that channel because I want to use it as a manner of teaching history. So, keep historical AIs on so things and play as historically as possible. Still going to call it Defending Democracy because that fits in nicely with World War II. US, France, the UK, Poland, Portugal, like the Allies essentially. And maybe even delve into some alternate histories. They would decide to, take, I don't know. Let's start with Germany itself, take it down the democratic path. You never know. Which you can do in those games. Sometimes you might need to do mods and Heufel in order to get that to go out nicely. But yeah, I would like to use it as a way of teaching history through video games. I know it's kind of not related to this channel, but I really wanted to promote my other channel. And I think it would be a neat way of playing that game and making it informative. And maybe on Twitch I'll do some crazy stuff. And that can happen. But all of this stuff, some of this stuff is in there, some of it's set. We just gotta wait and see. But I also would like to tell you guys that my Discord has been revamped slightly, not too much. Each franchise has its own little category, and then there's a specific chat there for the book club. So if you want to talk about the book in the Star Wars X-Wing book club I'm doing, specifically, I should have mentioned that with the book club. I'm doing it with the Discord because it's connected to the Discord. It's going to be there. You can chat about it, maybe even help influence maybe what I'm going to be talking about in those videos. So come and join us on the Discord. And I've updated the link. That's the big thing. I had the wrong link on there with to a friend's server. It was about trains and all that, and franchises related to trains. So I've updated the link so it's to my server, the 555 or the 500. Let me re-say that because I was tripping up. The 555th Coruscant, as I'm calling it. And so you can join me there. We can chat about really anything. And with the updated link, you're going to the right server now. The link will be updated in this video, and some of my recent videos, and all future videos. Not all my old videos will get an updated link. There's over 100 of them. I think it's over 200 now. But regardless, I don't have the time to go through and update the links to every single video. But the link has been updated, will be updated on my main stuff, on my website and all that stuff. And lastly, I would like to plug my Patreon. So if you don't know, Patreon is a platform that allows fans to support their favorite creators directly. For as low as $1 a month on my Patreon, you get access to my scripts, or sometimes my notes if I do notes instead of scripts. And then you also get access to my bloopers, unedited content, cut content, such as this channel update video. I had done one version of it, I didn't like how it turned out, so I saved it to put on my Patreon as an audio-only file. So that's one thing you can get being a patron though. Sneak peeks also you would get on Patreon, especially for big projects, and that kind of stuff. Of course, I would love it if you could support me on Patreon, but I understand that not everyone can support me on Patreon. And if you do want to help support my channel, but you can't do so on Patreon, well, you could do a one-time donation through PayPal, or you can buy some merch at my TeePublic storefront. I got 1-2 designs of my own, and a few other designs that I've added to my storefront, so I basically get a commission for selling them to you. So it's t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, that kind of stuff is on there, so you can go check that out. And of course, if you can't support me financially in any form, monetarily, I totally understand. I'm actually in the same boat as some creators I would love to be able to support, but I'm unable to do so. Support monetarily, I should say, because you can always support my channel simply by watching and engaging, so leave a comment. No, I would really appreciate constructive feedback on what I can do to improve my videos and make them better, like maybe suggestions on maybe how I can edit them better, or suggestions on basically, manner of editing, things I could do instead, that kind of stuff. I would appreciate that constructive feedback. And even the non-constructive feedback, I try to look for the constructive elements in them. But just engaging in my videos alone is a simple way of supporting myself, and it's the simplest that you can do, just engage in them. And you can do really anything, we can talk about stuff in the comments, like I bring up an interesting point, or I maybe say the wrong thing, like I say X rings are shaped like a Y when it was actually shaped like an X. That's just an example. Maybe you can correct mistakes I make. Really engage. Offer your suggestions, offer your feedback, offer your thoughts on the topic I'm talking about. I would love to hear from you. And that's really the most important thing. More than supporting me financially on Patreon or anything, but really just engaging with you guys as a community is what I really would like to achieve. And of course, we can do that in the comments, but we can take that to other platforms such as Discord, as I talked about earlier, or on Twitter, for example. So you can go check all that stuff out. Links for everything I've mentioned and other stuff I haven't mentioned are in the description. And so, that's I think where I'm going to end this little channel update video. So thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. And as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the force be with you always.